Beneath the towering white walls of Japan's most beautiful castle lies a well. But this is no ordinary well. For centuries, locals have whispered that if you lean too close, you can hear the sound of a woman counting dishes, her voice echoing from the darkness below. She never finishes her count. And when she reaches 9, she screams. This is the story of Okiku's well at Himeji Castle, and the ghost that still haunts it. Himeji Castle, often called the White Heron Castle, rises gracefully above the city of Himeji in Hyogo Prefecture. With its sweeping white walls and towering keep, it is considered the most beautiful surviving castle in Japan. But like many places of beauty, it hides a darker history. On the castle grounds sits a simple stone well, enclosed by a wooden fence. To visitors, it seems ordinary. But to the people of Himeji, it is infamous. This is Okiku's well, a place forever tied to betrayal, murder, and restless spirits. The tale begins in the 15th century. Okiku was a young servant working at Himeji Castle. Loyal, diligent, and kind, she served her master, a powerful samurai named Aoyama Tesan. But Aoyama had ambitions beyond his station. He plotted against the ruling family, seeking to overthrow them and seize control of the castle. Okiku overheard his schemes. Horrified, she reported them to her true lord, exposing Aoyama's treachery. When Aoyama discovered her betrayal, his fury was boundless, but he could not strike openly. Instead, he devised a cruel punishment that would forever tie Okiku's name to terror. Aoyama accused Okiku of something unforgivable: losing one of 10 precious family heirlooms, priceless porcelain plates. In samurai households, such an accusation was not just theft, it was dishonor. Okiku protested her innocence, but Aoyama pressed her relentlessly. Night after night, he forced her to count the plates in front of him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But the 10th plate was always missing. Aoyama promised her forgiveness if she became his lover. Okiku refused. Enraged, Aoyama dragged her to the courtyard. There, he beat her, bound her, and threw her body into the castle well. Not long after, strange things began to happen. At night, servants reported hearing a woman's voice drifting from the well. The sound was faint at first. Then it got louder, echoing across the courtyard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then came a shriek, blood-curdling, piercing the silence of the castle. Guards swore they saw a pale woman climbing out of the well, her hair long and tangled, her kimono soaked with water. Her face was pale, her eyes hollow, her mouth twisted in sorrow. She became known as Okiku's ghost, the restless spirit of the well. Okiku's ghost returned night after night, always the same ritual. She counted, slowly, her voice echoing in the stone shaft. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Never reaching 10, always ending in a scream. Her cries tormented the castle. Servants fled their posts. Soldiers refused to patrol near the well. Even centuries later, locals say her voice can still be heard. Some visitors swear they've heard the faint whisper of her counting, always stopping at 9. The story of Okiku has been told in many forms across Japan. Some say Aoyama framed her deliberately, hiding the 10th plate to ensnare her. Others claim she accidentally broke the plate and was executed for it. Still others say she was simply a loyal servant, caught in a cruel man's lust. But all versions end the same. Okiku is thrown into the well, and her spirit never rests. The legend became so famous it inspired the Japanese ghost story Bancho Sarayashiki, performed in kabuki theater and retold in countless films and books. Okiku's well still stands in the courtyard of Himeji Castle. It is one of the most visited spots in the complex, but few linger too long. Tourists who lean over claim they feel a sudden chill. Some hear faint dripping, though the well has long been dry. Others report hearing whispers, soft, rhythmic counting. One visitor wrote, "I leaned close, and I swear I heard a woman's voice. She was counting, slowly." In Japanese, when she reached 9, the air around me went icy cold. I ran before I heard her scream. Even at midday in the bright sun, the well carries an aura of dread. At night, locals say, the lady of the well still rises, her wet hair clinging to her pale skin, her screams echoing through the castle grounds. Why does Okiku remain? Some say she lingers out of vengeance, cursing Aoyama and all who come near. Others believe she counts endlessly, searching for the missing 10th plate she never found in life. Psychics who have visited describe the well as a vortex of sorrow. They claim the energy is so strong that it pulls at the living, leaving them dizzy and sick. Perhaps Okiku will never rest until her honor is restored or until someone finds the missing plate. Himeji Castle is called the White Heron, a vision of beauty soaring above Japan. But at its base lies a pit of shadows. The well is silent by day, but by night, a voice rises from the darkness. She counts the plates. She reaches 9, and then she screams. Okiku's spirit has haunted the castle for centuries, and she will haunt it for centuries more. If you leaned over the well, would you stay long enough to hear her scream? If this story chilled you to the bone, hit subscribe and join me for more terrifying true hauntings every week. You don't want to face the next nightmare alone. Until next time, sleep well.